Let's just wait here a moment. I am just waiting for this to come up on my YouTube page so I can share it to my Facebook page and make sure that everybody's on the same page. So I'm just gonna wait a few seconds here for that to get generated. I know I popped in a smidge early. So, all right. Well, I'm going to start out by introducing myself. My name is Elizabeth Giles, and I am with Stampin' Unicorns here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield to be exact. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for almost 20 years and truly just enjoy sharing and caring and doing all the things Stampin' Up! Related. I am a junkie, as you can say. Tonight we are going to be featuring some of our new online exclusives, which will be great because why not? Like something new, you gotta go with it, right? All right, now it popped up that I am live. I'm just gonna go in here and copy this and share it to the teams, to everyone, and post. I'm coming on a little bit early tonight for several reasons. One, I'm just tired, honestly. So I'm hoping that after, we're done creating and having a little fun, I'm going to get my projects all done for Stamp Camp on Thursday. It's so weird to have it on Thursday, but let me show you the projects. They're down here. So Thursday at 5 o'clock is Stamp Camp, and I have to cut and do that kind of stuff yet, which is perfectly fine. But these are the projects. So we have 5 cards, and this is using one of the stencils. Then a little bit of punching on that one. Here's some die cutting, and the bee. So since, whoops, that one fell out of the package. Since I haven't cut these yet, hello, Joanne. If you are interested, let me know. We do have, gosh, I think 6 people signed up. Now I gotta look because I'm sure somebody might ask me if they're on the list. But what I'm doing is I'm going under Stampin' Unicorns on Facebook, and then under the events and the discussion area says who's all signed up. And oh, we have 7 people signed up. So if you haven't signed up yet, like I said, I'm going to be cutting it tonight and prepping. So it's a whopping $15 for 5 projects. And then if you feel so inclined, you can order, and with a $30 order or more, you get class for free. So 2 ways to have the opportunity. I'm just taking these cards off of here while I have them in my hands. So yeah, I will show them to you guys one more time when it's face down. But that is tomorrow night. I have a Stamp Camp every single month. Typically they're on Wednesdays, but I play volleyball on Wednesdays now, and I'm the gym supervisor too, because the local park and rec department needed somebody just to hang out in the gym. So I'm doing that and also playing volleyball. So that means that our Stamp Camps are on Thursday, and since it gets dark out so early, I mean it is like pitch black outside. We moved it up to start at 5 o'clock. You can come anytime between 5 and 6. So if the 5 o'clock start time doesn't work for you, you can still come by 6. I wouldn't want it any later than that, just because if I'm starting earlier, right? I wouldn't say it's not worth my time, but that legitly is what it is. If somebody's just hanging out for an additional hour, you know what I mean? So anyhow, so Stamp Camp this coming Thursday. Then in a couple of weeks, we have bingo. I'm going to be placing the bingo order right after I am done with my live video. And the bingo is going to feature the stamps that we're using tonight. So the Happy Hibiscus, and I will go over all of that. You can complete the bingo without having the bundle, although for the best results, you will want to have the bundle in order to make the cards like I have them. That's not saying that what I make is going to be any better than what you guys make, right? It's just the, the design of the class, nonetheless. So bingo is $50. You do get a goodie bag with that and 6 projects and then the chance to win prizes. Right now we have 6 people signed up for that. So we'll probably do 3 games of bingo. And so if we get more people, the more games of bingo we'll have, so the more chance of winning. And yeah, if I do say so myself, the projects are right down there and they're thinking cute. Most of them are cards, which, is the nature of the beast, but that's totally fine. We can always use cards and some different techniques. So even though I'm doing a techniques club, we'll be doing some techniques during the bingo as well. And bingo is just one of my favorite things. Just because I like to play bingo and it just adds a little bit of added spice. So if you are interested in that, let me know. I'll kind of talk a little bit more about it in when we're looking at the Happy Hibiscus stamp set and that kind of stuff. Otherwise, yeah, I feel like we can jump in here and kind of get going. Remember to say hi, hello, make a comment. If you feel so inclined, I would really appreciate a thumbs up on the video and also a share if you are, willing to share for me. Sometimes when people can't make purchases or they feel like they can't support my videos that I do for free, those are some of the ways that you can help support me without it costing you anything. So I highly appreciate it. And when you comment on the videos, you get entered in to win the prizes, which are typically some of the projects we make. Sometimes I do accessories or something like that. And tonight's projects, I really don't know what I'm making yet, just that we're using that bundle. And I have this idea of what I want to do. I just don't know. I don't know if I want to try it live because I haven't done it before or what I want to do. Hello, Sharon. So that's kind of where we're at. And yeah. So yeah, I'm so happy that you guys joined me early. I'm hoping to kind of get some things done this evening. And it's hard to work on those things in between the time I get done with work and the time I do my video, because then I have to clean everything up. So I do truly appreciate you jumping in here early. Plus it's totally pitch black and raining outside, and it just feels like it's 9 o'clock at night already. Honestly, I hope you guys have some decent weather. Well, Sharon, I know you're in Marshfield, so you got the same stuff I've got going on. I'm just moving my computer up here. Okay, let's go ahead and get flipped around, and then we will announce the winner from last week's video and kind of see what else. I'll show those cards again for Stamp Camp on Thursday, since I will be cutting them right after this. So it always takes 2 turns of the thing to get it situated. So I'm going to just put this up to the ceiling first, and then we will try and flip the camera, and there is the second. Okay, here is our work area. Also, if you guys don't have this mat yet, oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. It is a glass mat. And I don't know what I was doing before I had it, honestly. So, okay. Here is the prize from last week. This is not what we made. We did do a set of scrapbook pages, But the winner I have listed in here, and you are on tonight, Sharon. Sharon commented after the video, so you don't always have to be on live to win. So Sharon, you will get this. And are you coming monthly stamp camp? Now I can't remember if I had you marked down. Are you coming to class on Thursday? I don't have your name on the list, but that could have been because like you told me one time and I just didn't put it on the list. So if you're coming to stamp camp on Thursday, it starts at 5 and I will have this here for you. If not, just let me know and we'll meet up sometime for that. Okay. So, and then speaking of stamp camp, these are the cards we're going to make. So we're doing a cute blue bee, a nice snowflake one here. Just a generic, I love this paper though, a generic hello. And then this is with our stencils. The stencils I always love to throw in there because people think they're so hard and they're not. And then lastly, this lovely embossed piece. So that is what we've got going on. If you are coming, please let me know. And if you, if anybody is watching, it is, I forgot to say the date. Today is November 5th, 2024. And then my class is November 7th, but I'm cutting it tonight. So today, new online exclusives came out. And what are online exclusives, you ask? Well, let me tell you. Online exclusives are, and this is driving me a little insane that it's not straight here, so pardon me. But online exclusives are items that are just showing online. So they're not in any catalog. They are shown online while supplies last. Some of them we do reorder, and some of them, when they're gone, they're gone. The Happy Hibiscus is a suite, well, not a suite, sorry, a bundle, but it's a hybrid bundle. So what that means is that some of the dies are going to work inside of the embossing folder to cut and emboss at the same time. Of course, we're going to do that tonight. So this was the bundle that I got. There was some other bundles too. The otter was one of them. I'm just grabbing the paper. And then lots of cool paper. So speaking of the otters, look at how cute they are, right? So this is utterly adorable. And the designer series paper comes in 12 by 12. I've been using some of this. So I don't have all of the sheets here. But just kind of a really in your face, like vibrant patterns. We are using this during the bingo. And you're kind of probably thinking, how are you using it during the bingo? But we are. We are. Let me see here. Grabbing, here's a whole bunch of just otters. And here's the last sheet. So you can see, even if you don't like one side, the other side is typically so stinking cute and adorable. Then we have this designer series paper. Again, we are using this on our bingo projects. Not joking. So this is like that marbly paper, and then it's got gold in it too. And then the back side is just a pattern. So you can kind of see. Which means if you don't like the gold side, which, I mean, how could you not love that? You can absolutely use the other side. So adorable. And it also should be fair to mention that our Valentine's Day stuff is being shown now. All right. So it's not going to be in an upcoming mini catalog. It is during these online exclusives. So if you want to get your hands on that. Then we have, this is some brushed silver and gold foil. So we had brushed silver and gold before. However, it wasn't technically foil. So you can see the difference here. It's just got that nice pattern. And I love that they brought this out now because you could use this for your Christmas cards. And then lastly, well, maybe not lastly, but this is the last thing I'm going to show you. We have this, what are they calling this? Mercury Vellum. And it is just crazy. We are also using this on the bingo. The bingo is featuring new products, and then all the prizes will be new products and that kind of stuff. So I would for surely, obviously, I would for surely sign up for that. Okay, let me just get this stuck back in here. And then we can get going on our Happy Hibiscus journey. I am not entirely sure, like I said, what we're doing for this. I do know I want to zoom in just, not that much. It is so touchy. YouTube is so touchy. I think that, nope, that's like where I was. Boop, boop, mm, mm. Oh my goodness. I gotta, yes, I'm live. Okay, I don't know. It like went off and then came back. All right, I'm just gonna try and leave it alone. If I can get it back. Let me see if this works. The volume down. Nope, that doesn't work. All right, whatever. It is what it is. Can you guys still see me? Give me a comment if we're something so I know that I am still actually live. Because I don't know what I was doing. It just wasn't working. All the things. We'll move that up over there. Look, you guys, I got new business cards. I think I did show you. But aren't those stinking cute? Tells you all the ways you can reach me. Okay. I don't see any comments, so hopefully I am still live. It says it's live on my phone, but sometimes it's just weird. Okay. Let's figure out, where's our dice? I think we're going to do the dice tonight to figure out what exactly we're doing. I might take some of the dice out depending on what they roll based on this stamp set, but what is the sandwich? Okay, so we are still live. Good. The sandwich is really easy. It is just like a regular embossing, a regular 3D embossing folder. So like I said, we will be using it tonight. So it is this one down here. Use with 3D embossing folder. So you would use a 1 and a 4. Now, if you don't have the new Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, I can't, I don't know what your sandwich would be. But it would be the same sandwich as if it was just a 3D embossing folder. All right, so we have a congrats. That's good. We actually have a congratulations in here. Neutrals. Ooh, that could play into my thing. Trinket. That one I don't think is going to work. Masking. Oh, I've got an idea. That could work. And then note card. So, I think, yes. So we do have the Stampin' Up! Note cards. Let me find them. Do I have a package open? Here we go. Basic white note cards and envelopes. So we're going to open this package up and use that. I haven't made a note card in a while. I'm kind of loving this. Loving it. Okay. So you get your little envelopes, and then you also get your other stuff here. Your cardstock, right? Envelope and cardstock. So this we're going to go ahead and just fold right in half right away and burnish the edge. It does already come scored. I don't know if you guys ever noticed, but when my stuff, I may have said 7:30, Sean, and then I was feeling like I needed to go on early. So sorry, I did post it in my Stampin' Unicorns group, but so sometimes you can see that one side is slightly longer than the other. So I just make sure that that's my front. That's my front side. Yeah, there's a difference between this morning and tonight. I'm just feeling like I have a lot of stuff to do afterwards in this. So I started a little early. But don't worry, you didn't miss too much. We're going to use the Happy Hibiscus. And then we have congrats, neutrals, masking, and note card. And the trinket, I don't really have a lot of trinkets right now. So we're going to go with the flow. One of the things I do want to try doing, though, is using these metallic enamel effects. And these are going to work great for neutrals, too. So I think we're going to do those. But we got to do masking. Now, this stamp set doesn't come with masking, right? So I have an idea, and hopefully it'll work, but we're just going to go with it. We're going to grab out this set of dies here first. This is the ones that will create, excuse me, create the dies and the embossed images. So it'll emboss and die cut at the same time. Now, since we're doing neutrals, let's just go ahead and grab our basic beige. I think that will look great with the white. Let's see if I have a scrap of basic beige. I do not have a big enough scrap, it doesn't look like. Oh, hold on. Nope, that's a little one. Basic beige has really been a go-to color for me. I'm just going to cut this down to 5.5 by 4 1/4. And I know like our card base isn't that big, right? Because we're going to do this note card. However, I can always use this on another card. So I'm just going to put this in here, right over the top of that. Right, so that's where they will cut out. Maybe I want to do it the other way, actually. Sideways. Yeah, I kind of like that better. We're going to run this through the emboss machine. And like I said, this is going to do the same thing as a 3D embossing folder. We're running it through all together. Sandwich it all together. Okay. So you can see this piece is fully embossed, and then we have these that are embossed and die cut out. Like, how stinking cute are they, right? Now, we got to do a masking, because that's what the dice rolled. I'm going to use this and create a mask. Since that's just a normal die. I'm just going to go right like this. And where is my masking paper? I just had it. Not there, not there. Well, maybe we'll just have to use regular paper. Okay, I'm just going to grab a piece of white. We're just going to cut out the flowers. Okay. Now, if I was really smart, I would have stamped these flowers first and cut them out, and then I could have used the stamped flowers on something else. But we're just focused on the mask, so it is what it is. So now we have a mask that we created. We're going to come back. What color flowers should we make? We have a whole spectrum of colors. We are in the neutral category, though. So it's got to be something that we would consider neutral. And then we have our white card base here. So I'm going to get my tape. And I just have a little bit of tape. We're going to keep this down. And then put down our lovely mask that we created. I'm trying to think how these stamp. Okay, so they stamp like that. So I think this is a good spot for the mask. All right. I don't know. Nobody's guessing a color tonight. Let me just grab, I'm going to just randomly grab one of our brushes here. This one is a gray, which I did wash it out, but you know, sometimes that just doesn't always work the best. Okay. So since we used basic beige for the other flowers, let's use a gray granite, I think. Okay. So here's where this last mat really comes into play. You can like dab it straight off onto here and then go. I'm going to just use the edge of this, but you could easily wipe this up if you didn't have like this big area. Okay. So I'm going very lightly over. I don't want to have, how do you say, like a huge coloring. I just kind of want it as a background color. And I think I probably have to re-ink my gray granite as well. Now, even though it doesn't look like I have a lot of color there, when you pull back the mask, you will definitely see a difference in the color. So just don't get like too much on there. All right, let's see what we've got here. Oh yes, I think that's going to be perfect for, well, maybe just a smidge darker. Yeah, you can definitely tell that I need to re-ink this ink pad. Just a little darker. And that's the nice thing, is that you can always add ink, but you can't take it away, right? You guys got anything fun coming up this weekend? I think I'm going to try getting up to the hospital. My aunt had surgery. She had a tumor removed on her brain. And so now that I don't have the sniffles anymore, maybe I can go up there and visit her and see how things are progressing and kind of go from there. And then Brian and I have our wedding anniversary on Friday, and we're headed down to Madison, hopefully, for the Primate Incorporated event. Primates Incorporated is a nonprofit that helps rescue monkeys from testing. So Here we go. Oh, goodness gracious. That looks so nice. So nice. Now I have to re-ink it, and then it's going to look a lot darker. So before I think I'm done with this card, so yeah, just some things. I know Alpine Holiday is in town here. I'm sure some other people are scrapbooking. I know Mary Kay and is doing a scrapbooking fundraiser for the local arts kind of center here in town as well. But look, so we just masked it and then stamped it. We're going to bring in these guys on here too, I think. Just do like a collage. And then we got to get out the congratulations. Well, that's not adding much color at all. But you guys are awfully quiet tonight. Everybody's just waiting to see the outcome of today's events, I think. No matter what side you're on. I hope that our country can come together and have a little bit of peace, maybe. But time will tell for that. All right. So we're going to add a little bit of that. And I do think we might add just a smidge of another color to bring out the stamen on the insides. Okay. So in our neutrals group, oh, we could do a little misty moonlight, I think, with this. I know you guys probably thought I was going to say Blackberry Bliss. And I did have half a mind to do that. But we are going to grab this color. Now, I'm going to use a dauber on here because the dauber will only allow me to grab the really high points. Whereas when you use this, it will get in some of the crevices too. So when you use the dauber, you can do it that way. Misty Moonlight, I believe, is this one. I'm going to test it on my scrap piece. That is super dark. I'm glad I did test it. Now I got some of that ink off. We're going to just come right in here. Give it a little color. And maybe on the edges. This will also allow us to bring in this misty moonlight for when we do our saying. If we have time, I think I'm going to wait on using those enamel effects and do another card here. So, all right, there we go. There we go. I don't know if we're going to use all three of these, but we'll figure it out. We got to get in a little bit of something else here. I know we had a trinket, but I think we're going to use like some ribbon. Let's get a strip of paper. I know I had some strips in here of gray or basic beige. Here we go. And the congrats. Congratulations. I do think we're going to have to stamp some leaves too. And maybe die cut some leaves because the leaves look totally cool. Making anything fun, Sean? All right. We're going to go ahead and just stamp this right like that. I don't know if you guys can hear my husband's movie playing in the living room, but all I hear is like people fighting. Like Kung Fu Panda or something. Okay, so I just cut this so that it was 3/4 of an inch wide. I think we're going to end up bringing that in right over this flower there. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Then we'll have maybe this flower at the end. Tuck this one in here. Oh my gosh, I am loving this so far. Maybe bring that one over here. I like that. I think we need some leaves though. I really wish I could get this to zoom in just a little bit better. With a big witch in the middle. Oh my gosh, that is so crazy. I'm gonna just try it one more time, you guys. Ooh, there, I think it's good. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna move this so that I know where the top of my screen is. And this. Super duper. Okay, now you can see it a little better. Whew, YouTube is so touchy when doing things like that. All right, so I think this is looking pretty cool. And right, you can see it a lot better. I wonder what ribbon we should use. I don't know if I have any Misty Moonlight ribbon. I'm actually pretty sure I don't. We have this Natural Tones linen thread that has this dark blue in it. That should look okay if needed. Otherwise, oh, I know we have basic beige, but that might be too much basic beige. Maybe a white. Or I do have a cream. I don't like the cream either. I think it's going to have to be that. Okay. Maybe we'll just do a bow here. Some sort of fun embellishment. There we go. All right, I'm going to snip off the end so I know about where my placement is. And then I'll make sure it's straight after I'm all done assembling. Super cute. This is going to get popped up. And so is that flower on the end. And I know I probably use a lot of dimensionals, but nobody likes a saggy middle, right? Okay, so that's going to go right there, which means we got to put a little bit of glue down. Boop. And right in here. Then before I push that all the way down, I'm going to add this flower. I can get part of that underneath, and then this guy's going to get popped up. There we go. Flip this over. Okay, now let's do a nice little bow here. If you all don't have a bow maker yet, I don't know what I did before I had it, honestly. I do just love it a lot. We're going to do a double bow. So that means, let me move this up a little bit. You have the bow maker. You're going to take this, if you just went around this many times, that's a single. We're going to go around another time. So that's a double. Now I'm going to take my short end and go over the top so that they're crossed like this. Take the short end that is over the top and go all the way underneath and through the middle. Okay? Then you bring that back over the top and you're going to tie that in a knot. Make sure when you pull your your knot straight, you are in the middle. So that is in the middle and you pull it out to the edges. Then you can just remove one and you have a perfect little bow. Grab your favorite ribbon scissors and snip your edges. And there we have our perfect little double bow. And we're going to use our glue dots to adhere it. I do not sell the bow makers. My husband is not handy. We do not make the bow makers. But you literally, I have another one that's like a chunk of wood. Nothing fancy about it. So you don't have to have something fancy. Just something with 2 nails. Okay. Actually, I think I'm going to move that down to right there. Yep, there we go. All right, so this is our card. There's not a lot to it, but it uses the masking to give a nice little background. And then we used some pieces we cut out, and yeah, I really like it. This is stinking cute. Of course, oh, we probably have to add one of our, probably got to add a little bit to the inside. So let me find my, what did I just do with that mask piece? Here it is. I'm just going to add this one to the inside here. Let's see, which way does it stamp? That way. Yep, perfect. Because, you know, you got to have a little something special on the inside. This is why I didn't ink my ink pad yet, because if I would have done that, then it would be super dark. So there is one good thing to not having a really moist ink pad. There we go. Oh, I moved it, but that still looks fine. Whatever. Oh, yeah, Joanne, that's a good idea. A cribbage board. I love playing cribbage. It's one of my favorite pastimes with my dad. We played cribbage all the time together. Okay, we'll try that again on the front of this envelope. And this time I'm going to add just a little bit of tape to keep my envelope in place. Because, you know, now that I did the inside of the card, I really like that. So, got to do the envelope now. But we did roll masking. We're definitely showing the masking. Okay, ink up that. And boom. There we go. What a fun completed card. Oops. Tape. It's real tape. There we go. All right. What do you guys think? I think that's really cute. A little congrats. It could be a wedding. It could be a, you know, anything. Anything. Okay. So I think for the next card, because it's 7:15, I'm going to try this. I don't know how well it's going to work, but we're going to see. Okay? Because I had this idea. I seen somebody else do kind of a similar thing with these guys, and I wanted to try it out. Let's see. We have a piece. I'm going to just cut this down a little bit so that it's 4 inches by 5 1/4. I really don't know what I'm doing yet, but I have this paper sitting here, so we can use this as a card base. This is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, folded in half, and then we have 4 inches by 5 1/4. And then we have this leftover piece here, right? Maybe we use that on the front instead. Oh, that could be cool. Ooh, okay. Okay, yes. We're going to give this a try. I had to find one thing. I don't know where I put it. It is my knife for paste. Well, my paste is all in the bottom of my thing there, but my crafting knives are not. Interesting. I guess if I was thinking I was going to do this tonight, I probably should have found my crafting knives. Okay, give me 1 second. There's only so many places they could be. This is a take your pick tool. I guess I could use that. I absolutely cannot find my crafting knives in this drawer. Oh, I found some sand erasers. Okay. I'm just going to check my embossing jar. Oh, here they are. Whoa! Okay. Crafting knives. I always like this triangle one here. So we're going to use that one. And I have no idea how this is going to go. Like I said, I kind of saw somebody else do it. We're just going to give it a whirl. Right? Why not? Okay, so what color is going to look the best with beige? I think probably the gold. Not the silver. We're going to try, well, unless we want it to be a little bold. We'll try the copper. The copper. Okay, so I want this to show through where these guys are. So the other person had it on a scrap piece of paper, but we're going to be covering this area up. So I'm just going to put it on here. I don't know. We shall see. And then you just, ooh, that does look cool. Okay. And I would guess, like, depending on the colors that you use. So if you're making like Christmas cards, you had like a navy or something with the silver. Okay. Now let's bring it from this side. Just trying to get most of it filled in. I do like the look that it does. Ooh. So just need some down here at the bottom. Nope, that didn't work. Let's go like this. Okay, now let's see if that's filled in. Oh yeah, see, that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Ooh, a little texture. Okay, we're going to give that a moment to dry. I'm going to grab my Kleenex. Where did you go? Oh, there it is. Just wipe this off and then I'll take it in the bathroom and clean it later. Okay. Yeah, that's like almost dry already. This piece we want to just bring out our embossing a little bit. So we're going to grab a dauber. I just have some unused ones here. So we're going to use this again. And if I had my silicone mat, that is what I would use right now. But that is currently drying. So I'm just going to put it right on this piece and take my dauber and just really like dab it. Because I don't want it to show a lot. I just want it to like highlight, right? Because our feature point is going to be that part, but we do want to just add a little bit of highlights, and it's going to dry like rather quickly, so which is good, right? And I'm just lightly swirling on the tops of these images, like barely at all, just to give it a little bling, little iridescent. Oops, that's probably too much. Just nice and light. So this too would be a really great technique for Christmas, adding a little shimmer to like your snowflakes or your trees, something like that. So we just have a little bit of shimmer and shine right on there. Super duper. Okay. Now this is going to come back over here. And I think we're going to stamp right on there. I don't know how well it's going to work, honestly, because I haven't tried it. But that's what we're going to do. I almost think, though, I need to have them this way. Are we doing a sideways card? Yeah, that's the way. I like it. Yes. Okay. I know. Sorry, guys. I just was eating supper and I got tired. And I still have to cut class for tomorrow night. Which it would have been hard for me to cut class and then do my YouTube live. So I apologize. Totally my fault. But I love you guys and I hope you will love me still. Okay. We're going to have to stamp this, I think, in like a Memento black. Although, nope. We're going to go for it. We are going to heat this up to make sure that it's dry. We're going to emboss this. In copper. So let's make sure this is dry. Okay. I'm sorry, team. I let you down. Now we need the embossing buddy for sure. I was just using it. Not for its intended purpose with embossing, but I was getting some sticky off. Let me just get out the embossing stuff. Okay, here's our Versamark, our embossing buddy, and our tray. And that's gold. Here's copper. Okay, We are just going for it. So this is going to be really important. If any of this is wet yet, when I do the embossing powder, it would stick to this. So if you go over it with this embossing buddy, it will not stick to it at any time then. You need Versamark. I'm going to just re-ink this real quick because it was well loved during my techniques class. Okay. As you can see, it is definitely well loved. Don't let the color of the ink pad determine if it's a good ink pad or not. It will be fine. Okay. And then we have our embossing powder. So we got to put this over to see where we are stamping. And then we are going to hold it down with our fingers and stamp. I probably should have put the mat underneath because this is a photopolymer. I'm going to set those off to the side. Now this is the new Wow embossing powder. I shouldn't say like new. It's not new. But if you have the old embossing powder, this stuff just seems to melt like super nice and really quick. Even though embossing powder doesn't technically go bad, you will find that older embossing powder just doesn't have the quality or the consistency of newer stuff. That's just because, right? Technology. Look at this. Ooh, I need a little bit up here. There we go. Now we're going to heat this baby up. Right after I close that. There we go. And we will see how this turns out. Oh my goodness. That looks crazy awesome. So you just want to melt the embossing powder until it's all shiny. Look at that. Woo. Okay. Now we're going to put this over the top. That looks very cool. Yes. Okay. Now we do need some sort of sentiment and then some sort of bling. We have some new stuff that I didn't show you yet. We have the hearts, so gold hearts. We have some Lost Lagoon cording. I'm leaning towards what I've got in this other bin. Sorry, I have the new stuff in my bins because we're using it. Coming up here in class, we have these, they're from the river or the otter suite. So they're like river pearls. And they kind of have this iridescent shimmer to them. I think these ones in the middle that are a little opaque might look good. I don't really want to put gold on there, but this gold cording, twisted thread, it is gorgeous. Love it. Okay. Let's see. We do have, oh my gosh, don't we have a copper? Yes. No. Maybe? No, this is peacock and gold. Do we have a copper? This is kind of night of navy and gold, but I feel like it looks kind of coppery. Night of Navy would look cute with this. Hello, Holly. I think we might use this one. Unless you guys can tell me. I'm just looking in the other online exclusives bin. Oh, yeah. Oh, here, you guys can see these better. They're called Riverside Irregular Pearls. Let's check that out, right? Okay. We're going to use this, and then we're going to do a Night of Navy piece, and then we'll do more embossing on it because we have the embossing out. So let me find a Night of Navy scrap. I know I've got those. That's black. Night of Navy. Okay, and in our Happy Hibiscus, we have the You Make Me Smile, thanks, and congratulations. We just did congratulations, so I'm going to do the You Make Me Smile, which is already mounted. Here it is. And we're going to emboss that. So again, take your embossing buddy. Right, Holly? And if you didn't know, they just came out for customers today. So get your hands on them. You make me smile. Online exclusives are going to be ramped up next year too. So if you guys didn't know that already, they will be supplying online exclusives more often. So instead of every 4 months or whatever it was here, yeah, every 4 months, it's going to be every other month. So more product, more often. Looks like I have a little hair right there. There we go. Okay, let's burn this until it's shiny. It's just going to magically appear. Super. Okay. Now, since I did my embossing buddy on this and it's a darker cardstock, I'm just going to, wipe it off. And I kind of crumpled it in the middle there. It'll be okay. All right. Let's get this added on. We can go ahead and glue this outside piece down. My glue is like at its wit's end, but I refuse to let it go until I know it's empty for sure. Are you guys stingy with your adhesive? Like, this glue just seems to go on and on and on forever and ever. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to flip this over and give it a good push down. Hello, Roz. Long time no chat, girl. Okay, so we're going to just heat this up a little bit from the back side and see if we can get that to even out a little bit. I think I might have done a little too much on this card that caused it to warp a little bit. Because we had the smearing, we had the embossing there. That's not so bad. There we go. Just lots of things going on. And then this we're going to bring like right in here. I'm going to do just like one of these ends to it. Boom. And that. This is going to get popped up. Ah, I understand. And then we're going to put our tape down so that we can adhere our ribbon to it. So if you notice, like on each one of my cards, there's a little bit different adhesive, right? We had the green glue, which is great on anything embossed. It'll get on all those crooks and crannies. And then we had a glue dot for our ribbon bow or our thread bow. Now we have tape going down because that's going to help keep our ribbon that's going to be underneath our sentiment in place. That's the easy way. And dimensionals. So you got to have a little bit of everything. If you are just starting out and you need to have a little bit of everything, I can help. I do have adhesive kits. You get a handy dandy little bag with them to keep all of your stuff together. And the prices vary on what you get in your package. So definitely let me know. There we go. Super duper. I do think we need to have some embellishments on there, and we're going to add these little Riverside irregular. Okay, so let's grab a big one. We'll put that right down in here. And then two smaller ones. Oh, let's see. I typically like to do them around the sentiment. But I don't want to put them right on the flowers either. Unless I do put them on this flower. That kind of does look good. The glue dot stayed on there. Let's try getting that glue dot off. Nope, that's staying right there. Yeah, that does look real good together. So the only thing I would probably do different with this card is I would have not done all the smearing on my card base. It would be a pretty thick layer, but you could just take this off and then put it on another card base because it is a little like wavy, but that's about it. But otherwise, this turned out really neat. Absolutely love it. So for those of you who missed the part here, I used the enamel effects and just scraped it over the card base to get that background layer. All right. Well, that is all I have for you guys tonight. Make sure to comment. I think we'll give away some embellishments. Maybe we'll give away a brand new pack, or I've got some old embellishments laying around. I mean, embellishments are good. So make sure to comment. Let's comment hibiscus. Okay? So comment hibiscus to get entered into win, and we will give that away next week. So this was the second card we did, and then this was the first card that we did. And you know what? We kind of did a little bit of masking. This one was the note card. But yeah, they both turned out really cute and really different. And so again, I apologize to those that I told I was starting later. Like I said, I was just sitting down for supper and I'm like, oh, I needed to get this done so that I can move on and cut class for Thursday, because tomorrow night I have volleyball from 5:30 until 10. So not that I'm playing, I'm just there. But all right, you guys got it going. If you are interested in attending Stamp Camp on Thursday, you got to let me know right away if you're not already on the list. I'll just show you one more time. Thursday Stamp Camp. These are our cards. And this one I just like because it's bright and cheery in these gloomy days. So Thursday Stamp Camp is $15 for those 5 projects. It starts at 5 o'clock. And I just need to know here in the next hour because I will be cutting stuff. And then the bingo that features this Happy Hibiscus bundle is on the 17th. It's a virtual bingo. So I will be mailing out kits to those that need them mailed. And it's $50 not mailed. And then with mailing, it's just whatever that costs. But that I do need to know sooner than later, especially if I have to order the stamp set for you. Otherwise, I will have those kits available next week for pickup. So, or I should say when the stuff comes in, if I need anything that I don't already have. But I think I have everything for the kits so far. Anywho, all right, you can check it all out at Stampin' Unicorns on Facebook. That's where I have all of my classes with all of the features of everything. And until next Tuesday, happy stamping. Bye-bye.